Dattavara Divine C.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Paramahamsa Parirajacharya Dattavara Divine Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj ki Anant Koti Vaishnavin ki Santam Rachar Prabhupada ki Praise Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Jai Gadasi Sari Gaurav Ganga Mai ki Jamuna Mai ki Tulsi ki Bhakti ki Krishna Radha Gopinath Samaveda Bhakti ki all glories to Assembly all glories to Assembly all glories to Assembly all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we attain pure devotional service. Bow down to his lotus feet in great honor reference. By grace one cross, devotion, material suffering, and obtain the mercy of Krishna. I only wish to have my conscience purified even in lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is perfection that fulfill all desires. Yog my dark nights attend my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him static free meets, by him ignorance is destroyed. Read the scripture sings of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy. Friend of all master devotees. O master, be merciful unto us. In the shade of your lotus feet. Our feet spread out for the three worlds. We take shelter at your lotus feet. Yashodanandana Bhajajanarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol
So, Hare Krishna. Welcome to our Sunday satsang. I don't know if I can say a specialty, but it's a very popular day. From a spiritual point of view, I don't know if Father's Day is part of the program, but at least it is popular, and sometimes popularity, it is a lot of force in popularity. People's power, as they will say. So I'll speak a little bit on the Father's Day process. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I'll read a little bit from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, chapter entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge. Text number 17. Pitaham asya jagatu mata data pitamaha vidyam pavitram unkara ritsam yajur evacha. Translation. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig, Sam, and Yajur Vedas. I'll read the purport by Srila Prabhupada. Manifestation, moving and non-moving, are manifested by different activities of in the material existence, create different relationship with entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy under the creation of Prakriti. Some of them appear as our father, mother, grandfather, and creator, etc. But actually they are part and parcel of Krishna. As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, etc. are nothing but Krishna. Now, this is amazing. In this verse, the word Datta means creator. Not only are our father and mother parts and parcel of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother, and grandfather, etc., are also Krishna's. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel, of Krishna is Krishna. All the Vedas, therefore, aim only towards Krishna. Whatever we want to know through the Vedas is but a progressive step towards understanding Krishna. That subject matter which helps us purify our constitutional position is especially Krishna. Similarly, the living entity who is inquisitive to understand all Vedic principles is also part and parcel of Krishna, and as such is also Krishna. In all the Vedic mantras, the word Om, called Pranava, is a transcendental sound, vibration, and is also Krishna. And because in all the hymns of the four Vedas, Sam, Yajur, Rig, and Athar, the Pranava or Onkar is very permanent. It is understood to be Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshur Umilitamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langeti Girim Yat Kripaha Tamaham Bandi Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. So here, this verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, Pitahamasya Jagato Mata Data Pitamaha. Vedyam Pavitram Unkara Riksam Yajur Evacha. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am also the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the silver Om. I am also the Rig, Sam, and the Yajur Vedas. And in the purport of this text, Prabhupada is explaining that everything in this world actually have its connection with Krishna. Sometimes we explain that the material world is like when we leave the spiritual world, the Supreme Lord have the material world here, and we come here when we desire independence of Krishna. We come into the material world. And the material world is like away from Krishna. Bhumi rapo nalu vayu kaham manu budire vacha ahankara itimi bihina prakat. Bihina, it appeared to be separate. So we tend to focus that everything in the material world is actually away from Krishna. But there is an amazing point in this purport of Srila Prabhupada. If we read how Prabhupada is connecting everything in relationship to Krishna, even in the material world. Why? This is a very important. My whole presentation here is based on connection. Why? Living entity or us, we material or when some to prison. Yes, when someone goes into prison, the whole idea of the government or the prime minister or the president is to see that that person leave there and go back to come back into civilization. Isn't that so? So all the laws that exist there, and even punishment might be there, or deprivation, or whatever, it is all organized in such a way to bring us back to our real position. So those laws or those rules and everything, all the relationship that exists there, if we understand, it is meant to bring us back to the original point. Yes. This is why it is amazing how Srila Prabhupada is saying that the father, the mother, the grandfather, everything. I'll read back the purport so that you can get to connect what I'm saying here. The entire cosmic manifestation, moving and non-moving, are manifested by different activities of Krishna's energy. In the material existence, we create different relationships with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy. Under the creation of Prakriti, some of them appear as our father, our mother, our grandfather, creator, etc. But actually they are part and parcel of Krishna. You see? As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, our mother, etc., are nothing but Krishna. Now this is the founder Acharya, he making this point here with his all realization. In this verse, the word Datta means creator. Not only as our father and mother, part and parcel of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother, and grandfather, etc., are also Krishna. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. Meaning what Prabhupada is saying, that everything is connected. All his energy is connected with him, with Krishna. And if we can only but understand that, it is meant to bring us to that point. Once used in the way to glorify Krishna. Because everything is meant to glorify Krishna. Krishna is like the diamond, and everything else is like pearl or gold or whatever have you, to circle around the Supreme Lord. Krishna consciousness. Krishna is the center. All the Vedas, therefore, aim only towards Krishna. Whatever we want to know through the Vedas is but a progressive step towards understanding Krishna. That subject matter which help us purify our constitutional position is especially Krishna. This point is very important. So meaning that there are certain energy here also which is meant to maybe temporarily engage an individual. Like we say, everything is Krishna or Krishna conscious. But like we say, we get up in the morning, we brush with teeth, we put on clothes, we do so many different things. In other words, to keep physical health, ordinary hygiene. Now someone will be questioning, what that have to do with Krishna in the spiritual world? But that is basically how we organize things in such a way. Certain things might be more, the way the energy is organized, it might be more related with the goal than some. Mukti, under Bhagavatam explained, Mukti hitam anyatarupam swarupinam vivashyati. The anyatarup and swarup. Now, anyatarup means like the marginal. Things are marginal here. Here Prabhupada also mentioned the tatishta marginal. But the swarup, which is the nature of the soul, Satchitanand. Mata is not Satchitanand. Mata has a different effect. Yes. But the soul effect is one of spiritual. So, sometimes things in this material world, they keep changing, while the soul does not change. So that which is meant to keep glorifying Krishna more permanently, and here Prabhupada is saying constitutional. Prabhupada is using the term. That subject matter which helps us purify our constitutional position is especially, Prabhupada is using the word especially Krishna. Similarly, the living entity who is inquisitive. Now there are many living entities, and some of them are not inquisitive in understanding the Supreme Lord, while some, like all of us here, are inquisitive to understand what is our source. And Prabhupada is living in who is inquisitive to understand all principles is part and parcel is all Krishna. In all the Vedic mantras, the word Om, called Pranavan, is also transcendental sound vibration and is also Krishna. And because in all the hymns of the four Vedas, Sama, Yajur, Rig, and Atar, the Pranava, Om, is very permanent and is also Krishna. So, the most important thing now, as I'm speaking, this point that came to my mind, that Prabhupada made this point, he said, to go back to Krishna, two things is very important. Many things are important, but two is very permanent. Anybody? Yes, that is like the process itself. But I'm talking about two specific, to be fortunate to be having two specific elements in one's life. Yes, Mataji. Yes, associate. Yes, as how they will say, it is like smoke coming close and closer. I'll give the point. Prabhupada said that two things is very important. If we are fortunate to have a father who is a devotee and a spiritual master. Yes. These things are the points that is mentioned is also important. Association or always remember Krishna here. That's explaining the process. But these two, if we are fortunate to have a father who is a Vaishnava, and Prabhupada is very proud to say, I have the opportunity to have both. Yes. His father, Gaur Mohan Ji, was pure devotee of Krishna. And he explained, he went on further to explain that how his father was running this cloth store. Yes. And then when he comes home in the night, sometime might be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night, and his father will go to do his closing puja after the Lord, ringing the bell, and then he will wake up and rush to the Arti. His father, he was a little boy and so on. So he was, and later on, he was fortunate to get a spiritual master, guru. So some of us are fortunate, like the children, basically. They are fortunate to born in a Vaishnava home. Some of us were not fortunate to born in Vaishnava. But at least we are fortunate to have a guru. Yes, we are fortunate. How to say, a blind uncle is better than no uncle? Yes. So at least we are fortunate to have the spiritual master and guru in our life, Shiksha, Diksha, Vartmana, Pradaksha, and we can go back to Krishna. So the spiritual master, what he does, it's a Prabhupada in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he said the spiritual master should observe the growth of the disciple. This is a very, very important point. The spiritual master should observe the growth of the disciple like how a father observes the growth of a son. Does that reach home? Does it ring a bell? Yes. Now the spiritual master, we can say sometime the Diksha Guru is not here. But then the spiritual master have more than one form. Hare Krishna. Yes, the spiritual master have more than one form. Vapu and Vani. Sometimes we tend to focus and tend to think that the spiritual master is only his physical form. This is a very important point. Very, very important point. But it is said that the Vapu, which is the physical form, is meant to give the Vani. It's important. So we have to question, when we get the Vapu is meant to give the Vani. What is really the Vani? The Vani, the instructions of the spiritual master, is to keep us in that line so that we can mature. Just like they say, disciple. We are all disciple. And the disciple means discipline. And sometimes when we hear the word discipline, coming from the old school, and somebody say, I got discipline you, it means that we are belt coming. Isn't that so? Yes, belt coming. No, it is said that discipline means to give the ability to conform to order. Yes, someone is trying to give you the ability to conform to a certain order, the order of the spiritual master. Well then, if words can't do it, then, the old people say, who can't hear? They have to feel. Grandmother will say like that. Anyway, then maybe they talk about the punishment of discipline. But really, discipline means the ability to conform. I am disciplining myself. My senses, I am disciplining my senses. I am engaging them in such order, in such a way that I can conform to. So the Father, today being Father's Day, the Father has responsibility It can work well. It works well when there is a strong connection between the disciple and the spiritual master, within the son or the children and the parents. So from all of us are basically like children from the Supreme Lord's point of view. Isn't that so? Mama ivangso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Mama iva angsa jiva. Every jiva is angsa, part and parcel of me. And the verses explain, Pitaham asya jagato mata data pitamaha. Krishna is our father. So how do we feel? This is my main point here. How is my connection? How close do I feel with Krishna? Rhetorical question. What do you think? How close, we can break it down and bring it down on the next level, lower level. How close do I feel with my spiritual master, the Guru? Sometimes it is difficult to see Krishna and communicate with Krishna. But the medium is always there. The spiritual master is the transparent via medium. So how close am I connected with my Diksha Guru? Then we can break it down a little further. How close am I connected with my Shiksha Guru? The Shiksha is the person in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada explains in the beginning chapter, spiritual master. And he explained the different position about how the Shiksha Guru is like the subjective Guru. Yes. Subjective means that the subject always changes. As we advance more and more, the instruction may change and it develops more and more. So there is where the spiritual master. The Diksha Guru may be the objective, and sometimes the subjective is meant to reach the objective. So if we are getting the objective Guru and the Shiksha, which is the subjective, is not there, then we can be lost on the way. Yes, we will be lost. If not lost, we can get stuck on the way. We start the process like journey and destiny, and there are various humps as we go along. And sometimes we get stuck in these humps there. We can't go over. And then we become conditioned, and then we don't reach our destiny here. And then time goes. Yes. So it's important to feel that connection. How close was Arjuna to Krishna? Very close. In proximity, as they were friends in the beginning. But yet, even while they were friends, we know there were no Bhagavad Gita. Isn't that so? While they were friends. And soon as the Bhagavad Gita came into being, and how does it came into being? Karpana dosho swapahata swabhava prichami tvam dharma samudachita yachirishanishtitam brohitanme shishyasti hanshadi mam tvam prapanam. Look at the mode. Look at the mode of Arjuna. So Arjuna is showing that mode of the disciple to the Guru. Then immediately after, Krishna becomes very pleased. Yes. Krishna begins to smile. Prabhupada explained why Krishna smiled. It is because now a friend decided to become a student. Yes. And the smile didn't last for very long. Immediately after, if we read the Bhagavad, asochanang asocastang pragyana vidam gata sungscha nanu sochanti panditaha. I don't know if Krishna said it like that, but the translation was very heavy. Right? You are speaking, Arjun, you are speaking loan words, but you're acting like a fool. You can't say that with a smile, I doubt. If you can say that with a smile. Yes, immediately Krishna chastised him. Straighten, put him on the straight path. Because that's the teacher's position. When we get chastisement and when we get apprehension from the teacher, we should be very happy. Yes, we should be very happy. Sometimes we are not so happy, especially being a child, when the mother or the father try to put the child in line, the child sometimes, you don't like me, you this, that, like that. Isn't that so? Yes, we tend to rebel. But because the mother is always the well-wisher of the child, the father is always the well-wisher of the child. The mother and father doesn't give up. No, does not give up. He makes sure that the child, understand the process. You have to do it. You have to do it back. You have to do it back again. Correct it back again like that. It's like that. Then later on in life, as the child gets older, then the child will appreciate, my mother was so and so, or my father was so and so like that. So the father always wants the welfare of the child. So when we are observing Father's Day, like today, we should know, we should feel that connection, yes, with our Father. We should feel. We should be very grateful to our Father. Materially, our Father. Because without our Father, the mother, that's why Matra Deva Bhava, Bhagavatam is explained, that the mother is worshipable. Why? Because she is like the first guru in the physical sense. Yes, she begins to teach the child, actually. And in a more remote way, the Bhagavatam explains, the father is like the first guru. Because the father's consciousness have to be well prepared. Garbhadan samskar. According to the state of consciousness of the father, then at that time of conception, we know what will happen. According to the state of consciousness, then the seed will be planted in that environment. So, it's important to understand. My main theme here is connection. Yes, to be connected, to understand. After connection is reflection. Attention, connection, reflection. These are the main points here in this presentation. How close am I with my spiritual master? And what purpose does my spiritual master serve in my life? It is said that one should not accept a guru unless he feels, Bhagavatam Prabhupada say, unless we feel that our head is on fire. This is how Prabhupada explained. Unless we feel that, my head has become enlightened with fire. I really don't know what to do. I can't go in. Akinchana gochara. Bhagavatam explained. Akinchana gochara means I'm exhausted. Now, this was the mood of Arjuna. This was the mood of Arjuna. My hand is shivering. Water is running from my eyes. I do not know. I can't go further. How do you see? Stalemate. We hit the wall. You can't go. I need help. The Prabhupada is saying, we accept a guru when I feel that I really can't do it on my own. I've tried so many different ways. So the spiritual master, real father. Krishna is the real father, and the spiritual master is representing Krishna to us. He's linking us. It's like the spiritual master is the manifestation of bhakti. Bhakta, bhakti, and Bhagavan. So the spiritual master is that person there who is linking us with Krishna. So when we look at the life of the spiritual, if we are getting problems in our life, then whom do we turn to? Not the Siaman. Isn't that so? Not the next door person, this one. No, we turn to the instructions of the spiritual master. Yes. Naste parasva badrishu nityang bhagavate sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. By constantly hearing Bhagavatam, by constantly reading the Bhagavatam, all that is troublesome to the heart can be completely almost go away. So if we are getting problems in our life, we have to look for someone who don't have problems in their life. Isn't that so? We can't look for another person who have similar problem and he can't solve your problem. Then how we can solve your problem? He may only add to your problem with his problem. Isn't that so? Yes, we have to look for the spiritual master, the guru, who don't have that. And what is the qualification of the guru? It's important. When we're talking guru, we should understand what is the qualification of the guru. And what is the symptoms of the guru? In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that the spiritual master is one who knows the conclusion of the Vedas. He understands the conclusion of the Vedas and he can convince others of those conclusions. Yes. Not only that, he himself lives by the conclusion of the Vedas. And he have given up all material consideration and have taken complete shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. This is not my version. This is Krishna's version. 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. The spiritual master, he understands the conclusion of the Vedas. He can convince others of those conclusions. And he himself lives by the conclusion. He have given up all material concern and complete shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. So if someone at your disposal who have these symptoms, yes, then what's the problem? Problem solved. Isn't that so? Yes. At least the main problem solved. Let me put it away. The main problem will be solved. Because problem will still be there. Material world, Krishna self says, dukkhalyam ashwashatam. Temporary, miserable. The material world is adhyatmika kalesha, adhibhautika kalesha. Misery that flow from your mind and body, misery from other living entity, cosmic misery. So the material world is like that. It will always have its martyrs, parshas. How does we deal with that? This is how Krishna says, martyrs, parshas tu kauntiya, sutoshani sukha dukkadha, agama pino nityas tam titikshava bharata. One should learn to tolerate. Learn to tolerate. As we learn to tolerate, then we can actually little by little rise above it. We come to that point where it does not disturb us to that extent. Brahma bhuta prasanna atma na sochati na kangshati samak sarvateshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim lapati param. Krishna in the later part of the Bhagavad Gita is explaining to Arjuna. In the beginning he is saying to tolerate. And then in the later part he is saying Brahma bhuta prasanna atma na sochati na, unless we can na sochati na kangshati. No hankering, no lamenting. We have to come to that stage where these ordinary things do not bother us so much. And when we come to that platform, then mad bhaktim lapati param. Then you are ready to enter into mad bhakti, my devotion. But if we are constantly being swayed, by this material energy, one way, this way, down, and we are always disturbed, we are looking for solution. This solution. This material world is like an eternal problem. It's an eternal problem. And all the adjustment here is considered temporary solution. So what it says, you cannot have a temporary solution to an eternal problem. Isn't that so? It sounds logical. Very difficult. Yes. We have to have an eternal solution to a temporary problem. So the material world is a temporary. So what's the eternal solution? What's the eternal solution? specifically, then generally. Generally, the solution is to surrender to Guru and Krishna. What is that process? Have to be explained. What is the surrendering process? How it works gradually and how we rise progressively and so on. Accept the Guru, association, engaging, try to engage the senses. Vacha vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jiva vegam, udhar paschatya vegam. How we control tongue, how we eat, how we walk. As Arjuna is asking in the Bhagavad Gita, O Krishna, how does a devotee walk? How does he talk? How does he behave? Yes, important point. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, you will see. Imagine there is a big war to be fought. Big war. Thousands, millions of people have died. But Arjuna is asking this question. Yes. An hour and a half Bhagavad Gita will be spoken after that battle. But Arjuna is asking this question. O Keshava, how does a devotee walk? How does he talk? How does he dress? How does he behave? This is amazing. Yes. It has to be very important for us. Very, very important. So all this, when we find out the answers to these questions, then these answers actually give us our protection. Yes. Or give us the solution. The eternal solution to the temporary problem. Yes. And that is our engagement. In this age of Kali, it is said that the easiest way, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chanting the name of Krishna and Ram. Yes. And it is said out of all the order of the Guru have many orders, the Father have many orders, but out of all the order of the Guru, chanting 16 rounds is the most important. Mean all the other orders should revolve around this one order. You know, how is my japa? How is my 16 rounds going? Yes. We can't ask the other person who may not know. When we're chanting our japa, we are in our quiet moments. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes. It is said that our bhajan will be tested. Yes, our bhajan will be tested at the time of death. Yes. So, thank you very much. I do hope this Father's Day, today, as I say, is a popular day, and we try to reflect with this little bit. We have a spiritual father who is spiritual master. Krishna is our eternal father, and we have the other father also. Prabhupada in the pulpit explained all the father, mother, everything important to us. Because everything in this material world is organized in such a way that can actually bring us closer to Krishna, or as long as we are being guided. Even eating, sleeping, resting. Like I remember while I was living at Brahmachari in the temple, anytime we go to sleep, we go in and sleep. And then the Bhakta manager of the temple, you going to sleep? Sleep? No, you go in and rest. No sleep. Sleep means Maya. You're gone, you're lost. You're just going to rest so that you can recuperate your energy so that you can engage again in Krishna service. So everything here is meant to glorify Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank all the viewers online. I do hope that this little presentation inspire you a little bit. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. The pujari is ready. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namene Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadini Nirvishesha Shunyavare Paschatya Vishatare Jaya Shri Krishna
Prabhupada ki, Jai Sako Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana ki, Vrindavan Dham ki, Mathura Dham ki, Navadvip Dham ki, Jagannath Dham ki, Gangamaya ki, Yamunamaya ki, Tulsi Dev ki, Bhakti Dev ki, Brett Pradanga ki, Shri Shri Garnitai ki, Shri Radha Gopinath ki,